Hi, I'm Shamika Askew with the Law Office of Shamika Askew located in Brandon, Florida. So today I want to talk about an indigent application. So essentially, if you are in the state of Florida, most clerk of courts have what's called an indigent application. And essentially what that is if you qualify for that indigent status, then you will not be required to pay the court's filing fee. So just to give you an example, let's just say that someone comes into my office and they say, hey, I don't make a lot of money. Let's say they make minimum wage and I want to file for divorce. Well, ultimately what happens is that I immediately say to them, hey, fill out this indigent application. It's going to ask you about 6 questions or so. They're going to ask you where you work, how much money you make, how often you get paid, what are your assets, what are your debts, do you have a private lawyer, are you expecting money in the future, things like that. So once they fill out that indigent application, then I, as the lawyer, can actually file the divorce paperwork along with this indigent application. And if the clerk of court approves the application, then essentially this client of mine is not responsible for paying the court's filing fee. That's very important because you don't want to have to pay for something that you may not be able to afford. Now, a lot of people are like, well, if you have a private attorney, you can afford to pay the court's cost. And that's not always necessary, because what if I decided to do a pro bono case, right? This is not the case here, but sometimes I do. So ultimately, I say that to say, don't forget about the indigent application. I highly recommend that you fill it out. I don't know what the formula is used to determine whether or not it will be approved or not. So I typically have clients fill it out and I tell them if it's approved, great. If it's not, then you'll have to pay the court's filing fee. So I just wanted to give that tip. If you're filing a divorce case, a custody case, a lot of cases you can technically file this indigent application to waive the court's filing fee. And so with the divorce case, it's usually about $418 that you won't have to pay. They might still make you pay $10 for a summons, but that's better than paying $418. So that's just my tip for today. Don't forget about the indigent application. Again, my name is Shamika Askew with the Law Office of Shamika Askew, located in Brandon, Florida.